Ladies and gentlemen of the underground, prepare yourselves. From the shadows of Northern Illinois comes a band forged in distortion, discipline, and DIY dominance. This is metalcore built on legacy and sharpened for today, drawing influence from the raw aggression of Sepultura, the crushing weight of the Acacia Strain, and the uncompromising spirit of Early As I Lay Dying. Today on the Underground Nation podcast, we are joined by Creation Denied, a five-piece metalcore force founded by lead guitarist and backing vocalist Anthony Tater Szatech, alongside Matt Pickett on bass, Austin Shelton on rhythm guitar, Shawn Dotson on lead vocals, and Caleb Jennings on drums, who also handles recording, writing, melodic vocals, mixing, and mastering. Creation Denied represents the modern underground, self-produced, relentless, and unapologetically heavy. They are currently preparing to unleash their latest single, CASKET, releasing everywhere Halloween of 2025, a track that promises crushing breakdowns, haunting atmosphere, and raw emotional intensity. Guiding this conversation through the darkness is your host with iGhost, the architect of the underworld's soundscape bounce ball boogie. This is more than an interview. This is a look inside the grind, the craft, and the brotherhood behind a band that refuses to be silenced. Welcome to the Underground Nation podcast. This is Creation Denied.
What's good, underground soldiers and headbangers of the pit? It's your host with the ghost of Bounce Ball Boogie. Rising from the shadows to bring you another wicked session of the Underground Nation podcast. Tonight, we're taking you straight into the depths of Northern Illinois, where the riffs are ruthless, the screams are savage, and the breakdowns hit harder than a sledgehammer to the soul. I'm talking about a band forged in the fires of pure metalcore, inspired by the mighty Sepultura, the brutality of the Acacia Strain, and the old school power of As I Lay Dying. These dudes ain't here to play, they're here to obliterate stages, shatter expectations, and resurrect the raw spirit of underground metal. Please welcome to the hot seat of Underground Nation, the one labeled as Creation Denied. Welcome, guys. How are you?
Good.
Awesome. Oh, a lot better now that you guys are here. Are you kidding me? You guys freaking rock, guys. Thank you so much for taking the time to speak with us.
Oh, license.
Fuck yeah. Cowboy Fallon was not joking when he said, yo, I found this dope-ass band. You gotta hear them. And I was like, my wig's been missing ever since. I gotta wear this hat now. But please, introduce yourselves to our listeners.
I'm Anthony Szatech. I'm the lead guitarist of the band. I'm also known as Tater. I'm Shawn. I'm the lead vocalist. He's the founding member of Creation Denied. We started out in
2021. How did Creation Denied come together, and what's the story behind the name?
Well, we came together during actually a barbecue.
Of course, food brings us all together.
Yeah. So I don't know. I just ended a couple other projects, or the projects ended, I should say. And I knew of Shawn. I knew of the other guys, and I kind of just messaged him one day, like, "Hey, you guys want to, form a project and see where we go from there?" And it kind of just took off from there. As far as the name goes, so actually we were struggling for a time trying to find a name. And actually our bassist, Matt Pickett, was the one who, he's like, well, every name we kept trying to come up with was either taken or somewhere in the line, like it didn't work out. And he's like, what about Creation Denied? Because we keep getting denied. And I was like, yeah, no, that works. Let's do it. So that's kind of how the name formed about and all that fun stuff.
Trying to get inside, access denied.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, that's really cool how that came about. Was there any names that you are maybe thinking about going with? And you're like, nah, forget that.
Off the top of the head, I can't remember what we...
That's how trashy they were. They're not even worth remembering.
There was a few ones.
Well, when you guys first started playing together, did you imagine your sound would evolve the way it has today?
No, so we kind of had we did have kind of a rough start. Biggest thing was a drummer. We went through quite a bit of drummers.
Oh my God, I've been hearing that all day today.
Yeah, we went through.
Dude, if you're a drummer out there, you are in demand. There's a trade that you can succeed in right there.
Well, also at the time, I happened to be in another band where I was actually doing vocals for, and the drummer for that band, Caleb Jennings, who's now our drummer now, we ended up splitting from the other group, and he was like, I offered him to come our way. That's kind of where our sound started to come and evolve, is actually because of him, because I would write the riffs, he would, the word or term, I guess. He'd evolve it, he'd mess around with some stuff, and then it would just all mold, and it just all fell into place.
That's very
Caleb also does backing vocals. He does the clean vocals on our tracks for Treading Water and the brand new one, Casket, which nobody's heard except for you.
Except for I?
Yeah.
And that comes out Halloween.
Yes, sir.
So you haven't even released a sneak peek of this track yet or nothing yet?
Nothing. Not a thing.
Wow, I feel special. My mom always said I was special. Well, very cool. Thanks for sharing that with us. And I must say, before anyone else hears it, it's a freaking great track, and people are gonna lose their they're gonna lose their shits. It's definitely gonna light all the Halloween parties on fire.
Thank you.
Thank you. On behalf of Creation Denied, we want to say we apologize for any breakage of the furniture that may be caused while listening to this track at your Halloween party. Random mosh pit in the kitchen.
Would be the first thought.
Yeah, that's right. People get pushed into the pool accidentally, or was it accidentally? Can't fool me, Tater.
We tried.
I mean, so then tell me about your earliest influences. What records or shows made you say, I want to do this for life?
I guess for me, I kind of grew up. My Uncle Dave, he had a band that he had since in high school, and I've always watched him and all that stuff. Went to a bunch of his shows, and then eventually I started picking up on guitar, even drums. He was basically my mentor through it all. He's the one that got me at an early level. I was like 7 years old. He got me into Pantera, Slipknot, all the old school stuff. And just over time, I kind of just kept discovering new things, and
Well, shout out to Uncle Dave. Whoop whoop.
For me, I was 5. Vulgar Display of Power by Pantera catapulted me to a point where I started playing guitar. I was in guitar competitions, won a bunch of trophies for that growing up. Eventually, Slipknot self-titled came out, and that blew the doors off for me. And I've been doing vocals for about 10 years now, and I haven't really looked back. I got my homie here, and the day he asked me to join Creation Denied, literally I had a bus hit my car, and I was like, fuck yeah, let's do it.
That's awesome. So, Shawn, when did you discover your talent for vocals? Did you ever do any kind of vocal training, or is it all self-taught?
It's all self-taught. I watched Melissa Cross, who's helped out Lamb of God, and a bunch of other bands, and kind of just studied it, figured things out, did vocal training by my own, and finally got there, made it happen.
There you go. You did it so many times on your own, you could probably make your own course now.
Helping Cowboy Fallon.
That's awesome. Well, thank you for helping our dear friend Cowboy Fallon.
Oh, he's a good dude.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. You mentioned bands like Sepultura and As I Lay Dying. How do you mix that old school aggression with today's production and mindset?
I think that was originally the goal, was to kind of give that old school drive to it, the power and all that behind it. But then we also, some of the melodic stuff you hear today, we kind of wanted to just mesh it all into one, I guess, if that makes any sense. Yeah, just like I said, Caleb, our drummer's the one that, made it actually happen. I don't know. It just worked out.
Well, okay, I'm glad it worked. Thanks, Caleb. Now, Caleb handles a lot of the production, yeah?
Yeah.
How does that internal control affect your creative freedom compared to working with outside engineers?
I don't think it really affects it too much. Helps more than anything.
If you're loving the Underground Nation podcast, but wondering how to show support, we got you. Head over to Bounce Ball Boogie's TikTok shop and gear up with Underground Nation sweaters, tees, bumper stickers, and more. Plus exclusive Bounce Ball Boogie merch straight from the Boogieverse. Represent the host with the ghost in wicked style and discover the wild characters born from the mind of Bounce Ball Boogie. Tap in and join the movement under the surface.
We all bounce ideas and stuff off each other all the time. If we don't do something, we don't like that. We're all pretty, I don't know, I guess open-minded. Oh yeah, I guess that's the best way to put it. Open-minded about things, and then we'll hear one idea, try it out, see how it works. If that don't work, then we scrap it, and then kind of just keep going from there.
That must take a whole lot of communication and a whole lot of mistakes.
Yeah.
Well, that's good, because communication is key to this thing. So when you guys write songs, is there usually one member who brings the skeleton, or do you all build the monster together?
So I pretty much write a skeleton or something, and then I'll send it to the guys. And a lot of the times, Caleb will look at it, and then he'll be like, all right, let me check with this for a few days, and then we'll come back with some monsters, like all productive or all like, yeah.
Huh? Okay.
Yeah.
Very cool. I mean, Northern Illinois has a growing metal scene. What's the vibe like out there? Is it supportive or competitive?
It's actually pretty supportive, I'd like to say. We all try to help each other out, push our names out as much as we can. We all try to help each other, if there's a show coming up, hey, we need extra bands. Let me call these guys, see if they want to do it. So we're actually pretty supportive out towards this way. It's not very competitive. I don't think.
It definitely was more competitive like 10 years ago, but we finally got all the right people on the scene now that are pushing each other. All we want to do is see each other succeed and evolve and do what we'd love to do, which is music.
That's right. Our powers are more powerful together instead of against one another.
Yeah.
Are there any upcoming shows that you're preparing for the upcoming release with Casket? For Halloween?
We're doing a Toys for Tots event December 13th, I believe. But that's about it. We've actually been more working on writing a whole another album. So we haven't really been putting out too many shows or anything like that as of recent. So
okay,
we're hoping to come back next year with a huge bang pretty much and a lineup of what we're going to do and all that good stuff.
Yeah, I've talks with a few bands like Serpentis, Souls Divided. And I was even talking to Cowboy last night about everything and setting everything up for next year. So once we drop our stuff, we would like to do a video as well, music video, and really start to play out, stop playing right here in the area, start branching out everywhere, just move on up.
That's been the biggest thing too with playing in our area. I mean, after a while, it does get old because you got the same people, this and that. But now when we've gone out of town or out of state, just the feedback in itself from that was great. Having people that never heard us before be like, you guys absolutely killed me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
So people coming up behind me and I was at the urinal.
Feeding off what you just said here. So when fans hear Creation Denied, what do you want them to feel? I mean, like in their chests.
The power of the music. I want to make people get up and move, feel the groove, and just want to vibe with it. Like, I'm not talking about slam dance and punch you in the face, like mosh pit time, not hurt each other, but have fun.
Yeah, have fun.
Absolutely. And let loose at the Creation Denied show. Jump around, swing some things.
I'm on a wireless. I'll jump out in the crowd sometimes.
How do y'all mentally prepare before either planning to go into the studio or doing a live performance? Or is there a difference between the two?
For me, studio, I'm pretty focused. It's more of, I just want to make sure everything sounds right, all that stuff. I'm not going to lie. When it's live, I definitely booze it up quite a bit. But I let more on, doing live stuff when I have a little bit of liquid courage.
Liquid courage.
Yeah.
Has it ever came back up while performing?
No, go that far.
I forget what band that was when they just let loose and the crowd they embraced it. They didn't get mad at it. I forget who that was. Who was that?
Back in 2007, and he came out. I didn't know it was him in a gorilla costume, but he went on stage. He started halfway through the first song, Eternal Primates, just spewed all over the stage, and then threw the fuck down for the rest of the set. I was like, damn, okay. I see you.
Better out than in, my friend. I love Mudvayne, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Now, Creation Denied. I mean, you guys got that raw heaviness, but also melodic depth. How do you balance brutality and emotion in your sound?
It's a lot of this guy and Caleb. When it comes as far as the lyrics go, otherwise, yeah, as far as the music go, that's between me and Caleb. A lot of it's got to do with Caleb. I'm just going to say Caleb.
Caleb right now. Let's give him a quick call.
I get together, and the way I write, I like to get presented with the whole song, so I can feel the emotion of every string, every percussion, everything. And honestly, I treat it like therapy. I don't go through a therapist. This is my therapy. So I just write what I feel in my head and I feel in my chest and just let it out.
I think that's actually because I do pretty much the same thing, even just writing, guitar riffs and stuff. 1 minute I'm like, oh, this is super heavy, but then I'm like, how can I make it sound beautiful?
That's right.
And we'll bounce that back. Like I said, we'll all bounce that back and forth off of each other. And it just becomes what it becomes.
That's right. Just keep bouncing it.
Yeah. That's all you can do sometimes.
That's how I made a whole career.
All right, Underground Nation, lock it in. It's time to turn this place into a graveyard of sound. Coming up next, Creation Denied with their hard-hitting, no-holds-barred track, Casket. Crank it up, feel the weight, and let the underground speak.
It's a waste of good suffering.
How do you guys handle creative disagreements?
Just talk about it, figure out the next best solution.
Has it ever got so heated we had to go take a walk around the block?
A couple times, but I think that's with every group. You get that every once in a while. Like, I want to twist this back off.
Don't break the equipment.
Yeah.
Just walk away for a second. It'll be okay. We'll gotcha.
Requirement for band practice.
I go live. As a vocalist, I don't like to partake before I go live.
Yeah, as a vocalist myself, I agree with that statement. Or even doing these podcasts, I'll get the cotton mouth and all that. By the time they did, hold on, guys, we got to take a small break. Well,
what was I talking about again?
Oh. Wait, who are you guys again? And the creation once again got denied. Son of a bitch. So then I know Caleb's input probably involves this too, but from your perspective, what does success look like for Creation Denied, say in the next year or next 5 years?
Honestly, I'm hoping for a tour here in the next couple years. I would say our biggest thing, like I said right now, that's why we've kind of taken a break on shows to try and get this whole album done. So that way we can, I guess, promote that album and start getting out more. And like I said, doing some touring and, go to places we haven't played before and just just see what happens, I guess, you know what I mean? But I'm hoping for the most success, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
It's pretty cool because we got Sammy Scotland that really pushed us and keeps pushing us on TikTok, Facebook, everything. And I wouldn't know about you, Cowboy Felon, Grable, Serpentis. We wouldn't know about any of you guys, and none of you guys would know about us. So I would like to get this album out, record maybe a music video or two, start playing a tour around here. And I would love to get our passports and go the fuck out of the States and really just kick it in high gear. Because if we could do that, get a really good tour going, come back, take a little break, and write another album and just push and do it again, that's what I want to see. And I think that's a great 5-year plan.
That'd be really freaking cool. So what's the first country you would head to?
I'd like to go to the UK.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I don't know why, but that was the first one that popped in my mind when you were talking.
I was actually supposed to go tour in the UK way back. This was over a decade ago when I played guitar for bands.
What happened?
Our drummer ended up getting heart disease.
Freaking drummers, bro. I've been hearing it all day.
It's always the drum.
Quickly healed, and he tried out for Creation Denied, but it just didn't work out. And for the right reasons. Look, we got CJ now, Caleb, and I don't really look back. I think it's a blessing in disguise.
Yeah, absolutely. Everything happens for a reason. We just may not know the reason at the moment.
I was pissed off. We were supposed to tour with Puddle of Mud and Theory of a Dead Man and Candlebox. So I was like, what?
I'm pissed off for you just hearing that. Oh my gosh. That's a ball kicker.
It was definitely a big ball kicker.
Well, with a decade of healing, I hope you feel a little bit better so you get back on that horse and get out there again.
We just played with Attila, so I'm pretty stoked.
You played where? What?
Yeah, we just played with Attila, a couple months ago?
Yeah, at the Apollo in Belvedere, Illinois.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
That sounds like a hell of a time.
We were supposed to play at the Forge with Winds of Play this past month, but they canceled 2 days before the show with no explanation.
Damn it. We'll never know what happened.
At this point, I'm just going to leave it alone.
Have you guys ever thought about doing a live stream performance?
I do quite a few on my own TikTok page.
I would love to get the group together for a live stream, but all of our work schedules are pretty... Me and him work at the same place, so me and him are good, but it's just trying to get everybody else involved at one time. But I hope eventually we can. It's just, like I said, lately it's been pretty rough as far as scheduling goes. So,
I get it. The five's always in the way. Fuck a job.
Yeah, unfortunately for him and I, sometimes, a lot of the time, it's 9 to 9, not 9 to 5.
Yeah, 9 to 9. What are you guys doing from 9 to 9, if you don't mind me asking?
Sewer and drain work.
yeah.
Oh, so that's what you call it. So you're porn stars.
I wish.
OnlyFans. OnlyFans.
Be a better name for it, I guess.
OnlyFans. Creation access.
Don't give up.
Only available through this podcast. We get the special pass.
$10.99 a month. $10.99.
Man, you guys come dressed up as Mario and Luigi?
Sounds like a plan.
Don't give us
I'm
ideas.
sorry. I'm just thinking sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, man. So since we kind of brought it up there as an independent band, what's been the hardest part about financing studio time, gear, promotion, being able to go on tour?
Looking for smarter ways to protect your home? Did you know Bounce Ball Boogie is an independent representative of Vivint Home Security? That means exclusive offers you won't see on TV and deals you won't get just calling in on your own. Whether you're getting your first home security system or upgrading to top-of-the-line, Smart Protection Boogie can hook you up with affordable options that keep your family safe even when you're not there. And the best part, consultations are 100% free. Just send a message to ugnpodcast@gmail.com and ask Bounce Ball Boogie for your personalized home security quote. Protect what matters most with Vivint and your host with the ghost, Bounce Ball Boogie.
A lot of it, like I said, is scheduling. That's the biggest. I think that's our biggest flaw with everything right now. Because we'll have something cooking in the studio, but he can get there only at a certain time throughout the week. I can get there only a couple times throughout the week, and then everybody else. I think that's honestly our biggest right now. Yeah. Otherwise, usually everything else is pretty smooth sailing.
I gotcha. Time is such a valuable asset.
Yeah.
Are you guys doing anything additional with the band, like with having a Patreon or some kind of subscription so people could see behind the scenes of recording or song development or even behind the scenes at shows?
Not yet, but something we're probably going to definitely look into in the near future.
We've done a couple of live streams where we'll set up, run it through TikTok live while we're performing.
Oh yeah, that'd be really cool. Or doing like a crowdfunding, like a Kickstarter for the new album you were talking about.
It's worth a shot.
It's always worth the shot. Well, I hope. Well, listen, I'm planting some seeds. That's cool. So since I'm one of the first, probably the first to hear the new song "Casket," what do you feel listeners can expect from this new song releasing on Halloween?
I say game changer. That's my personal belief.
Chapter for the band too.
It's definitely a new chapter. I personally think we finally found the sound we were looking for. The EP that we had our sound, but we kind of bounced. Like I said, we kind of bounced a little bit with what we really wanted to do. I think when Treading Waters, when we dropped that one, that's when we were like, that's it. You know what I mean? So I'm game changer. That's just how I look at it.
No, I think so too. It's definitely, it shows the evolution of where we started and where we are now, and what everybody, listeners, that is, can look forward to, because it's going to be heavy, hard hitting, but we still got that melodic texture to it. We still got some clean vocals. People are finally going to be able to hear me do clean vocals live too.
What?
Pretty excited about it.
I'm excited for you. That sounds fun. I love clean vocals, especially being a screaming, rapping fool that I am.
Yeah.
So then, Go ahead. Sorry.
I was just saying, you got to have some clean vocals. You got to have some soul to it. You know what I mean?
I got this, and I'm super bad. Sorry.
I remember when I bought my first PA, I was so thrilled. It was the coolest thing ever. Then I worked that thing until it exploded on me or went out on me. Yeah. Hell yeah. Well, then, guys, if you could speak directly to every up-and-coming artist grinding in garages, working day jobs, and dreaming of their first tour, what's one piece of advice you give to them to keep their fire alive and their heart grounded?
Never give up. Always chase your dreams, chase your passions. It's going to get tough. There's going to be times where I've wanted to give up. I know he's wanted to we all get that. We all hit that brick wall.
Got to keep pushing forward.
Keep going, keep grinding, keep doing what you love.
That's right.
Don't kill your inner dinosaur.
Don't ever kill that dinosaur.
The dinosaur?
Step Brothers. Think I'm Will Barrel and
Other guy. Well, guys, any shout-outs, thank yous, or anything we forgot to promote, please take this time to shine.
I would like to shout out Sammy Scotland. Thank you for lighting a fire under all of our asses and showing us that we are not. Thank you, Cowboy Felon. I really love your music. Thank you for giving us the opportunity to be on this podcast with you. Sammy Two Scoops, Serpentis, everybody that is there every day, supports us, promotes us. We do the same for you. We love all of you.
It's awesome. Am I tripping or did I just hear a baby?
I've got a toddler running around.
Okay. I was like, wait a minute. I totally hear a baby.
You like?
Looks like creation was successful. Look at the creation running around.
Trying hard to get on the camera right now.
Good luck, little one. Good luck.
One day.
Man, I told y'all, Creation Denied was the real deal. Crushing riffs, haunting melodies, and pure underground passion. The brand new single, Casket, drops this Halloween. So make sure you crank that volume, wake the dead, and give these guys the love that they deserve. Don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe to Creation Denied on all socials and streaming platforms. And take the time to visit underground-nation.com to discover more artists who are digging deep and rising from beneath the surface. Until next time, it's your host with the ghost of Bounce Ball Boogie, reminding you to keep your horns high, your hustle higher, and your heart haunted with the sound of the underground. Thank you, Creation Denied.
Thank you.
That was another killer episode of the Underground Nation podcast with your host, with the ghost, Bounce Ball Boogie. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe to our guests on all social and streaming platforms, and show your support for the Underground at underground-nation.com, where real music lives, loud and proud. Until next time, keep it raw, keep it heavy, and keep it underground.